you start? You
I
dirty?
did.
You dirty? I was showing him a video.
Welcome everybody.
Welcome
Touched it
back
for
to
good luck.
Hot Tub Talks. Welcome back. It's another podcasting day.
I'm Garrett.
Oh yeah, I'm
And I'm
Chip.
Welcome back,
not.
everybody.
Hello. Man, last week was weird. We had like 30 seconds where we were all in the same room.
Yeah, it
And then
was
we left.
chaotic.
And we didn't even all
Schedules
talk.
were overlapping and
Yeah.
commitments and
It was great.
family.
It was great. It was a
good
fun time.
It was a good time.
We lost footage.
I realized Josh left way too much of just unedited footage of me
Yeah.
rambling.
Yeah.
Why did you do that?
It's just for fun. It's funny. Good meme.
No, it was a
Good
bad
meme.
meme.
It's a good meme. Oh, I have ramen here. I meant to make that. Oh well.
Oh, you can make that.
Yeah, I might. We'll get started. I have a thing I want to talk about. Guilty pleasures. Do you guys have any guilty pleasures? I will
Yes.
start. I don't really have.
I'll start
lot
with
of
a
them.
couple of guilty pleasure movies.
Okay, that's good. That's good. I don't have a lot of guilty pleasure stuff because I usually take pride in any weird, twisted thing I enjoy. But one thing I like, and this is it's kind of weird. My sister thinks it's weird. You know when you get like a new carton of milk and you open it, it's like the first milk, and I love drinking the first cup of milk out of a milk carton. Yeah, call it the first milk. It's way better than the rest of the milk.
Milk
it's fresh.
me.
It's
Ugh.
fresh.
I think you're just a little weird, but
I love the first milk.
it's not any fresher than the rest of the carton.
No, but I
This
love it.
isn't like back
It
in the
tastes
day
better.
when it's like, you know, like the cream was on top.
Nope, the first milk tastes better. You gotta shake it a little bit. It's great. It's good. I love it. It tastes so good. And because I live with, big family, I don't always get the first milk. So it's like a treat.
It's the one thing as it's the one thing as eldest sibling that you can claim dominion over.
Yes, the
The
first
first milk. It's
first
mine.
milk.
I get nothing else.
Yes.
There are like 7 people in this household, and I just want the first milk.
Exactly. I just want the first milk. So anyways, that's my guilty pleasure. I'll probably come up with more on the line, but that's one I was thinking about. What are yours, Wade?
I first thing that comes to mind are movies, and it's like guilty pleasure. Like there's stuff like Ready Player One. Love that movie,
Oh,
but
yeah.
that's
just a good movie.
But that's in line with my
I'm gonna make this
personality.
ramen. I'm gonna keep listening.
That's in line with my personality, right? So it's not
Right.
that weird. Here are the movies I absolutely love, and you guys are going to give me a lot of weird looks. Pitch Perfect.
I love that movie.
Yeah. Guilty pleasure movie.
I've
Pitch
only
Perfect.
seen the third Pitch Perfect.
Well, that's so much fun.
I know.
That's
I was
so
at like
bad.
A thing. I was at like a thing, and
It's a bad movie.
I watched it. It was like I don't remember most of it. It was fine.
It was really
Even
bad.
the second one's all right.
No,
but it's
I like
10
two.
times better than that one.
I like
Yeah,
2 just
yeah.
as much as 1, but 3 is terrible.
Anyways, so I
I
don't
think I-
know.
I think
it
I
was
like-
fine.
I think I like 1 the best just because it's the OG.
Yeah, it's probably got the best story, but then 2 has Haley Steinfeld in it, and she's next to the microwave on the right.
That's the left.
I'm trying to think. I've got a lot of rom-coms I love, or just a lot of chick flicks. So Mean Girls, guilty pleasure
good
movie.
movie,
Good
good
movie.
movie.
Great movie.
Good movie.
What's another one? I love Crazy Stupid Love. That's a great movie if you haven't seen it. Really funny. What's another one? How to no.
How to Lose a
10
Guy in 10 days.
That
a good
one's
movie.
all right. I'm not a huge fan of that one. My
I-
parents love that
I
movie.
just watched it not too long ago for the first time.
It's
I've never seen
solid.
that one
Pretty
either.
good.
I like 10 Things I Hate About You. Have you
That
seen
one's
that?
good.
That's a
yeah,
good
I just
movie.
watched that one. and
That's a very good movie.
It's solid.
It's a
Yeah.
good movie. I love that.
That is a
And
good
it's
one.
it's kind of a lot of these movies kind of fall into line of like Yes Man, where it's like a random movie that I just love.
Yeah, that makes
Be
sense.
it the people that not like people that are involved in making or whatever. I've discovered a new movie I recently watched, and I'm gonna add it to the list. It's called I Love You, Man. It's a really funny. It's got Paul Rudd in it before he was Ant-Man, so he's like a lot younger.
Right. But he
And-
looks the same.
But he essentially the plot of the movie is he gets engaged like to his girlfriend, and then
Right.
realizes he has no friends, so he's got nobody to be his groomsman or best man.
Oh my
So it's
gosh.
basically him like quote unquote going on friend dates with guys trying to find a best man and find friends.
That's
And he comes
amazing.
across this guy who's Jason Segel, who's the
Mhm.
dude in the Muppets.
Who's
that-
secretly Jason Segel.
Yeah. No, it's just really funny, and they become like the bromance is great, and it's just an all-around good movie.
That's good. That's good.
It's pretty raunchy. It's rated R, but
Yeah.
it's pretty raunchy. But it's really funny. I randomly discovered it, and I watched it like on the plane a couple weeks ago, and I was just like laughing really hard, but like trying not to because people
Yeah.
are giving me dirty looks on
Did
the
I
plane.
tell you what happened to me on the plane?
You almost died.
No. So I'm watching movies on the plane, right? There was one. There was a documentary I wanted to watch, and it was on Disney Plus. It's about YouTube. It's like the beginning
Oh
of
yeah,
YouTube.
yeah.
Yeah, and I know a lot about the beginning of YouTube and what made it work and how it
Yeah.
kind of started because I watch YouTubers do documentaries on it. But I was like, what is a Discovery's take on YouTube? Is this going to be super out of touch? Is it going to be super in depth and getting inside knowledge what you can do? And it was fine. It was more about kind of like the memes and how things go
Yeah.
around. It wasn't The Social Network, but it was okay. But about 2/3 the way through, it starts going on like, first it was how things catch on, and then it had like a focus on Justin Bieber and how he got big
Yeah, that
through
was a
YouTube.
big. That was a big thing. I
Yeah, it was
remember that.
huge. And then, again, I'm on the plane, and it starts talking about how it was in politics. And so it starts
Oh,
showing
gosh.
Obama stuff, and then it starts showing ISIS stuff, and like ISIS propaganda, and like, terrorists and guns and all this stuff. And these,
And you're
they
just
were
like,
also using YouTube. And I'm like, yeah, I swiped out of that as quick as I could. Anyways,
Osama
it
bin
was
Laden
terrifying.
had Roblox downloaded to his personal PC
Oh my gosh.
when they raided him and killed him.
That's amazing.
They found Roblox on his
Do you
PC.
think you played the Weather Tycoon?
I've never played Roblox because
What?
I'm not 9.
No,
Roblox
but
is good, bro.
Roblox freaking sucks.
whether it's
No.
good or not now. You had to have played it before.
No,
Wow.
I was a Minecraft loyalist.
Wow. Well, yeah, that's incredible. Anyways, guilty pleasure. Okay, guilty pleasure. Roblox. There you go.
Yeah.
It's anyways, the movies. But that was my on the
Also,
plane.
yeah,
It was
just
crazy.
Monster Trucks is a good guilty pleasure. I just went to a show last night. That's what I was showing Garet
Oh, yeah.
videos of.
That was the
It
video.
was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
What about you, Garrett? What are your guilty pleasures?
I have none.
You have no pleasures?
I have
You
no
don't. You
guilty.
never.
Yeah.
You never pleasure yourself.
Yeah.
I am an open book. No, I'm just joking. I don't know what my guilty pleasures are.
Well, let's explore. Let's find out.
What is define a guilty pleasure? Something I'm embarrassed to tell people about that I like?
Yeah. It's
yeah,
either
I
that or
guess.
something that most
Just
people hate.
yeah, something that you
'Cause
like that's outside of what we would
I love
normally.
horror games or anything horror.
Right.
Okay.
I don't know if you consider that a guilty pleasure. 'cause
Yeah, it
it's-
could be.
In
yeah.
some circles, it could be, yeah.
If it's like outside your personality type and your normal interests.
Anyway,
Anyway.
love board games.
Yeah. Is there a board game that's like a guilty pleasure? It's like,
There's this game called Cockroach Poker that's really fun.
hmm.
You
How do
have
you
to-
play?
You have to lie.
So it's just poker.
It's just regular poker.
It's just
Essentially.
regular poker.
It's just regular poker, but you get to lie.
I actually just bought this game the other day called Cheating Ma. I haven't even played it yet, but it's by the same people.
Oh, interesting.
Maybe South Park can be a guilty pleasure for me because like there's the corner of the TV market of the adult TV cartoons
Right.
like Simpsons, Family Guy, American Dad, South
Hold on, I gotta
Park.
make this ramen.
I don't like any of those shows other than South Park, so it's kind of the outlier. Like I've seen some episodes of The Simpsons and I've seen some episodes of Family Guy, and I think they're all fine, but I don't. Really
I would
I don't
say-
watch them consistently.
I would say South Park is probably the most, is the best out of all of those.
Yeah, I think it's definitely the funniest.
And I think it talks on the most subjects, like politic-wise.
South Park, their whole business model has just been make fun of current events,
Yeah.
and that's how it's been.
they all do.
That's how they've stayed relevant for so long.
I think they all do talk about other stuff. Like
But,
all,
yeah.
all the shows do talk about politics.
Not quite as much though.
But they definitely dive the deepest.
Which is ironic though, because South Park doesn't really do politics Why are we listening to
Shut up.
ASMR on Josh opening his ramen?
I lengthened the cord so I could reach the pot over here, so I can still be a part of the
He's just gonna
conversation.
stand
He's just
cooking
gonna
his
stand
ramen
there
I'm just in the
cooking
kitchen,
ramen
yeah.
and
the
making
entire
ASMR.
episode.
It won't take that long.
But South Park, ironically, only really talks about politics during election years. And then everything else is just making fun of celebrities most
Yeah,
of the
I
time.
think there is a difference
thought-
between like
I-
current events and
Yeah.
Politics.
and politics. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, they don't... Yeah. Like, every election year, there's something. And it's pretty funny, usually, because they just rip into everybody. I love it.
No one is
Yeah.
safe. That's also why I like watching Last Man Standing,
I liked Last Man Standing.
because there's no sides. Like, characters have sides, but they trash talk equally
yeah,
on both
totally.
Right.
both sides.
More so, did you ever watch Home Improvement?
Yeah, I did. That
Yeah.
one was also good.
That's a little bit better than Last Man Standing. But
Okay, here's a guilty
yeah,
pleasure. Here's
those
one
are
of my
cool.
brother's guilty pleasures.
Good shows.
HGTV, just the whole channel.
I love HGTV.
It's
No,
amazing.
no. Literally, as a kid, my parents would be watching like the Property Brothers or something,
Yeah,
and I'd
yeah.
be like, "How do you watch this garbage?" And then now I go home, I'm like, "I really like how the island accents the countertops
Yeah.
in here." And then I'm like, "Oh no,
What's
Exactly.
what's HGTV?
it's the Home Improvement stuff,
Oh.
like
It's the Home Improvement
like
channel.
Chip
yeah.
and Joanna Gaines and."
And Flipper Flop.
Flipper
was the big
Flop,
one
yeah,
for
that's
me
a
and
good
Ben.
one.
Yeah.
It's always just renovating houses.
I will
Yeah.
say I enjoy listening to talk radio.
Oh yeah, I do
Interesting.
too. But like, I get it. I don't know. There's definitely. Do you mean like talk radio or like podcast style?
No, like I'll turn on the radio
Whoa.
and listen to the
Oh.
talk radio, especially the one that the guy
I don't even
calls
do that.
the wife or husband,
Oh
they-
yeah.
just absolutely rip into them
I-
for the other one that's calling them.
That's amazing. I do not understand how they make money because it's like, who listens to that? Like, there's so many
Boomers.
stations on the radio, and yet nobody I know, except for I guess now you, Garrett, actually
Well, it's
listens to the radio at all.
It's like there's some kind of weird market. Like, look at freaking Long John Silver's.
What do they do?
It's this restaurant.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you know. I personally want to go to whoever is keeping them in business and punch them in the throat. Why does this place exist?
What's Long John Silver's?
Wait, do you have any wooden spoons?
Yeah, they're on the left side of the oven,
Right, I
bottom
knew that.
drawer.
Hey, it's the left side, all right.
Shut up. Gowan.
What is Long John Silver's? I've never heard of this.
I don't know if there's any in Utah actually, but it's like a fish and chips, but like fast food place.
Ew,
Ah.
so it's like Slapfish,
Yeah,
but Slapfish is actually good.
yeah. And then it's like there's slightly bigger ones that
it's the bubbles.
He's-
We have natural bubbles today.
oh
Anyways,
my gosh,
go on.
it's like
I will
also
say that was a satisfying sound.
it was kind of cool. Do it again. It's another one. It's like I don't know anyone personally who eats it consistently, but everyone seems to like give it a pass. Freaking KFC. Why are we keeping them in business?
My uncle eats their
It's
consistent-
trash.
It's pretty good.
No, it's trash.
It's fine. When
It's
I tried all the
absolute
chicken
trash.
sandwiches, they had the best chicken sandwich, other
To
than
be
maybe.
fair,
Trash.
Chick-fil-A.
where else are you getting a bucket of fried chicken?
Yeah.
If you're getting a bucket of fried chicken in Utah, then I don't trust you. And nobody in Utah is because yeah, that's
I can't eat a
racist.
single thing at KFC, so I've never been there to be honest. Except for I like their Sweet Lightning.
Oh yeah. I've never actually had that.
Imagine like peach rings liquefied.
Now I gotta go to KFC just to try their exclusive
Okay.
Mountain Dew.
There's a guilty pleasure. I like Arby's. Nobody likes Arby's.
I
That
do
is
like
true.
Arby's.
But Arby's is pretty
I like
good.
Arby's.
And they're not like my
Trash.
favorite, but like
It's better than McDonald's.
yeah.
and-
Oh yeah, it's way
and
better than
Burger King.
McDonald's. Yeah.
My fast food places, since I can't eat anything, has severely like gone to like 2 restaurants.
It's just
Yeah,
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A
I've been to
and
Chick-fil-A
then Ike's
so
Love and
many
Sandwich.
I've been to
Mm.
Chick-fil-A with you so many times.
Can you eat anything at Neater's?
No.
Oh.
Bro, it's Neater's Bread Company.
Well, no, but I figured that's one place that seems like
It's as bad
Healthy
as
and
Noodle
foreign
and
enough to have,
Co.
like-
And he's not gay.
yeah, I love Neater's.
I will say I always did
And I love women.
I always went to Kneaders to get their
I
caramel
can't ever
apples.
eat Kneaders again after
Really?
after completely roasted me about it.
What did he say?
It was after we went to go see Shang-Chi, remember?
No, I don't.
And it's because you were in the bathroom because we all drank that cider and destroyed all
Oh,
three of
yeah.
our stomachs. We kept going back to the bathroom for like 20 minutes.
Like pee or
Right.
like you went poo?
Yeah, like straight liquid diarrhea in the
From like
depths of
from
hell
like
coming out of my
Martinelli's?
anus.
it was bad,
It was
bro.
bad, dude.
you
It
must
was
have had a
bad,
bad
bro.
batch.
It was a bad. I
It
don't
was
think it
a
was
ba-
Mount
I don't
Martinelli's.
know
It
what
was
it
like
was.
some gallon of it, and all the three of us put it down.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, it was
all
bad.
right,
Like
all
we were
right.
all feeling stomach issues.
Yeah.
But it was
like,
the same thing as Martinelli's.
it
It
wasn't.
was
It wasn't as
adjacent.
good.
It was adjacent.
I
It was
wonder
a-
if you
Yeah.
drink
Martinelli's is
enough
usually
of,
pretty
of
good.
Martinelli's that do the same.
Maybe.
Maybe
Yeah,
that's why they come in such small little bottles.
that could be
maybe.
it. Anyways,
But no, and then like we're waiting for you, and we're trying to figure out where to eat. And I was like, "Oh, there's a Kneaders right here." Like, Wade, I thought only one of us was gay.
That's a deep diss
I,
right there.
I still feel that to
That
this
was good.
day.
That hit the core.
Oh man! So I'll never
That's
eat
hilarious.
Kneaders again, ever.
That's amazing.
To be fair, I've only been there like twice, but never again.
I would
One
only
ti-
go to Kneaders for their caramel apples. They had some good caramel
Oh
apples.
I don't
yeah.
like
Oh dude,
apples.
their eclairs are amazing.
I don't know what that is.
It's donut basically. It's kind of like a donut.
That's probably why I don't know what it is.
Yeah, it's like bread with custard in the middle, and like it's basically a custard donut or cream
That
donut.
sounds absolutely
Interesting.
yummy.
It's pretty good. Anyways, here's a side thing. I am a weak man. So we were watching
We can
Guardians
tell.
of the Galaxy. Shut up. I am a hollow shell of my former self.
Former.
Yes. Well, because
We
okay.
hearted you over this last year.
No.
You have become-
I'm not talking in personality or in
Oh,
comedy. I'm
that's
talking
fair.
in bladder. I
Oh yeah, dude, he peed like 6 times
yeah.
during the
No.
movie.
Okay, it was twice, but that was okay. I'll tell you.
wild.
Back in the olden days, I heard a rumor that if like something happened in the school bathroom, everybody in there would be involved, like would be blamed and would get in trouble. Like if they found like graffiti or something.
That's the most freaking like
Elementary school
no,
thing.
just like private school weirdo thing that he went to I've ever heard of.
I think I started it out when I went to public school, but I do remember. I know that for a fact that from second grade to senior year, I did not pee once during school. It was all if I peed at the school, it was after 3:00 after we were out.
Interesting.
I have a bladder of steel. Now, Guardians of the Galaxy on Tuesday.
Thursday.
I went on Thursday. I went twice.
And he's like rushing out of the theater a third time to like go as soon as
and you know
it's
what?
over.
I feel justified because 2 people used the bathroom in the movie.
Yeah.
So there must be, like,
okay.
I've tried to make
Movies
a
need
rule for
intermission.
myself. I stopped buying drinks
At the movie.
Right.
at the movie, so I would
I've
stop
only
going to the
usually
bathroom.
I can hold it. I usually make sure I go right before the movie starts, and then if I have a drink, I'm usually fine.
here's what happened. I think so. First of all, Top Gun is weird because if it's a Top Gun movie, I just use the bathroom. I don't know what it is. That's the exception. With Guardians of the Galaxy, what happened was I woke up really early in the morning and I had an orange juice. And then I went to Jimmy John's in the afternoon and got a large Coke. And then for the theater, I got a large Coke as well. And I had a water when I was at home. So all of that was weighing on me. And that's why I went
Yeah.
twice. I was a very hydrated boy.
I see.
So that's why it happened there. But still, I feel like I should have a bladder of steel as I used to have.
I've
Anyways.
never had a bladder of steel.
No, you never have.
I go pee
Yeah.
all the time. If I
He's
drink,
peeing right now.
yeah. Yeah.
That was my
Yeah.
side tangent about Guardians of the Galaxy, which next week we're talking about. So
Yeah, we'll talk about that later.
So make sure you watch it.
That's
Yeah.
very good.
it is very good. But anyways, we'll talk about that next week. Guilty pleasures. Garrett, are you finding any?
I had one, but I forgot about it.
Ah, darn it.
I know. ADHD at its finest.
I know, right?
Get the meds.
You know what one of my favorite things is in the whole world?
Medication.
No. Pretty close. I'm just joking. I love the memes about gluten people making like being gluten free. There's being their whole personality.
Yeah, yeah.
And I love,
Please get one of those gluten-free tattoos you showed me.
love making gluten-free my personality for some people.
It's
Really?
pretty funny.
Like
It's
for my
pretty funny.
roommates.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gluten-free. I can't eat that. I'm gluten-free all the time. Like, normally, I don't think I do that with.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't
everybody.
really. You're just
No,
like,
you're mostly just gluten
yeah,
free.
you just either like, nah, I can't have that.
Yeah, but like, there's certain people where I just have to do it. I'm like, there's people at work. Like, it's only like one person at work. Everyone's like, "What are you talking about?" Like, if he says he talks about gluten-free all the time, but there's just one person that is just like, "Yeah, I'm gluten-free. I can't eat that.
It's fun to
I can't. I'm gluten-free, so I'm better than you." Like stuff like that. I think it's hilarious.
That is pretty
I
funny.
love this. And then I look at the.
But you
memes.
gotta do it. It's like if someone like invites you, like, "Hey, dude, you want to go play basketball tonight?" I can't. I'm gluten free.
That's a good one.
You should like
I'm gonna
do
do that next
stuff.
time.
Yeah, stuff like that. When they just invite you to do things that aren't food.
We got to record Hot Tub Talks in Provo. I'm gluten free.
Dude, it's hilarious. That's probably my guilty pleasure. Pleasure is just.
I missed church today. Sorry, it's because I'm gluten free.
Hey, that just sounds like I ate gluten yesterday, and now I'm having consequences.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Oh, that's fair. That's fair.
But
Hey, dude, you want to play Bigfoot tonight?
I'm gluten free.
Yeah,
No, I
gluten-free.
can't. I'm gluten free.
Speaking of which, I will be on Minecraft tonight if you boys want to hop.
Ooh, baller. I
Yeah,
need to
I
get
think
back
so.
on that server, dude.
I do too.
Because I still have that really sus building I need to fix.
Yeah. I have a couple builds I need to do, but I'm so busy.
No, build it on our server.
There's so much to do.
That Bigfoot was fun though.
It
Also,
was
Bigfoot
fun.
was great.
my cousin says he'll play with us anytime.
Ooh,
Sick.
nice.
I don't know who your cousin
That's
is,
an
but-
extra person.
Should
Oh,
do that.
nice. Yeah.
And then my
Should
Bridger.
play City Skylines.
You know Bridger.
Yeah,
He
I
also
know
has
Bridger.
Bigfoot. So that's 2 extra people we have.
Nice.
That'd be the 5 we need.
Heck yeah. Is that the max is 5?
Yeah, because you have 4 survivors in Bigfoot.
Oh, gotcha. makes sense.
I know,
Interesting.
potential.
That'd be fun. I have a lot more free time now that I'm not going to school. Actually, it's weird. It's like I feel like I actually have less free time now that I'm like.
Because they're working full time.
Well, I'm working
School
full time,
is-
but like it's weird. It's like school. It's like if there's something I haven't done, I can like drop it for a bit and then go do something, come back and finish.
right.
Versus work, I can't. 'Cause
Yeah.
it's just
yeah.
I think
so
but
it's like
overall school is more time consuming.
yeah,
than just
but
working a
it's like
full-time
yeah,
job.
but like
Yeah.
school's so diversified in what I'm doing, it's almost less monotonous.
That's true.
Right.
So yeah, like I work
It is
until
true.
like 2:45, but then now I'm like going to the gym every day and then I'm get home around like 5 or so usually.
Nice.
So then I'm like, well, frick, now I'm like done with everything at 5, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm going back to school now, eventually. Winter.
School
maybe.
sucks.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm gonna have
I'm
my
up for the
doctorates.
challenge.
I'm gonna get my doctorates before Josh freaking finishes his bachelor's.
That's true. That is 100% true. I'm going to be a freshman when I'm 23.
Oh man,
That's normal in Utah, though.
Yeah.
No,
Not that.
not
Not
really.
necessarily that old. Like, it's maybe older, but not like
Yeah.
23.
Well, in Utah, it's just like push it back by 2 years, so you're graduating when you're 24 usually.
Right. But I'm starting when I'm 23.
Yeah.
So. But oh well. That's the way the cookie crumbles.
I will say that ramen smells so good.
It does smell really
That's
good.
good. That's good because it's.
Have
I'm
you ever?
hungry.
Okay, this is what my dad does. You drain the soup part and then just
and then
put
add the sauce.
put Miracle Whip,
Ooh.
Ew, that
Just-
sounds not
Oh.
good.
and then
Interesting.
and then also you can like mash up
Also, the
hard
soup
boiled
is-
egg.
Should I try it? Yeah, I do like the hard boiled egg.
Well, no, like that, and then like mix it up with the Miracle Whip and
No, if you
ramen.
get a soft boiled egg, those are good.
What's a soft boiled egg?
It's like it's hard on the outside, and then it's like a runnier yolk.
Oh, interesting.
yeah, it's
It's
like
what they typically use for like ramen,
Huh.
like the
Interesting.
higher end.
Oh
ramen.
yeah. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Interesting. Do you boil? Do you like hard boil it and not finish, or
So a normal hard boiled egg is about 10 minutes.
Right.
I think it's only 6.
did you know that when I don't know why this was. I wanted a hard boiled egg when I was young. My mom was like too busy to make one, right? And so she said that it took 8 something whatever, you know. And being young, I guess I heard wrong, but for like 10 years, I thought that it took 8 hours to hard boil an egg. Because she told me once, and it's like, oh no, I can't have a hard boiled egg. It'll take 8 hours to do.
That would suck.
And that's why you do a whole carton at a time. Yeah.
Yeah,
Anyways.
it
that
still
was-
doesn't change the fact that there are 49 million kangaroos in
Oh my
Australia
gosh.
and 3.5 million people in Uruguay. Is that how you say that?
Uruguay?
Uruguay. which means if kangaroos were to invade Uruguay, I can't say that word. Each person will have to fight 14 kangaroos.
And that
That's
counts
true.
as babies too.
Yeah, I want to see a
all
big.
children.
I
Yeah.
want to see a baby. Oh no, the babies can fight the baby kangaroos.
There was a question that was proposed to me, and we've talked about it before. What is the most powerful or the strongest, or what is the highest animal you think you could kill with your bare hands?
Ooh, that's a great question.
Did you know?
Are we confining it to North? I almost said North Korea. North America.
No, anything. I mean, sure,
Okay.
North America, but anything.
Almost everything in Africa can kill me anyway.
Right?
So-
yeah, like every.
so-
Let's say I think I could go up to a deer, but once we get to an
deer.
elk, I get kind of scared.
Right. Yeah.
Did you know? So there was a survey done of 100 men.
Yeah.
And they could which ones could fight a grizzly bear.
Yeah, I'm
Uh-huh.
like you guys
And it
would
was
get bodied.
It was like surprisingly, at 50% said they could beat a
I think
grizzly
they
bear.
could,
No,
and I'm
you know,
like,
I've
no,
played
it's just
so
stupid.
much Cabela's Dangerous since 2009. I could take that bear with my bare hands.
But listen to this: 80% said they could kill a king cobra.
Oh, no.
No.
Okay, I bet you could. I bet I could kill a king cobra, but it would take a lot of luck. You know what I mean?
It's like when I think of like almost like similar animals, I'm like going up the list. Like I think obviously a lot of fish, just depending on the species, are easy. But
Right,
once
yeah.
you get to about 60 pounds or more, it's going to be tough.
yeah.
As far as the fish goes.
Is the
but
fish
then-
in water or out of water?
It's
Like,
in water,
how-
so you have to get it out of water.
how
and
deep
then you
is
win.
the water?
You know how
That's
hard it
true.
is to
Because
catch
if it is anything below about 5 foot, I'll drown.
Yeah, that,
So
that would be
most
kind of
fish-
tough.
I don't think even 5 foot. I don't think I could beat a salmon that weighs over
A
50
salmon.
pounds.
No, as long as you can just lift it up and like throw it onto the shore, you'd probably be fine.
All right, you and the salmon are put on different ends of a football
but
field.
if it,
Who can
yeah,
win?
like I said, if it's in like at least like 6
Those
feet or
suckers are
7
strong.
feet, yeah, they are
Yeah.
strong.
They're drowning me if I'm holding on to it.
Oh, but you also have no tools.
I know, so it's like
So,
you just
like-
gotta bear hug it and
Yeah.
hopefully swim it to shore. And
Yeah.
You ain't
yeet.
out swimming a over 50-pound fish.
I know.
I
I
couldn't.
know.
I couldn't.
If it was like a 3 or 4 foot pond, I think I could.
Yeah,
But
if I
Yeah.
could just
Yeah,
eat
it depends on the depth of the water. But and then when I think of like like wild animals, like when I think of dogs, fox, yeah, probably. Coyote, yeah, probably. But when we get to
No,
wolf,
yes. If
yeah,
it's a
if we get-
one-on-one.
if we get to coyotes aren't as big as you think they are.
I don't
know,
know
but
if I.
coyotes usually work in teams.
I know.
That's why
No,
if
it's 1v1.
I
It's
think,
1v1 no
Yeah.
matter what.
But like I
But
don't know.
wolf,
That'd be a
no,
lot
you're
of-
screwed if
Wolves
it's a
are
wolf.
big.
You're
Have
screwed.
you actually seen one?
You're screwed.
I've seen
Yeah,
a wolf
yeah.
dog. And
Josh is afraid of chihuahuas, dude.
I'm not afraid. No, the reason I'm afraid of chihuahuas is the reason I'm afraid of
Because he's
chihuahuas.
racist.
No, it's because if a chihuahua comes up to me and it's bothering me or comes around a corner and spooks me, I'll punt it. I'll just punt somebody's pet.
Kick it.
And I don't want to do that. You know what I mean? Not because I don't want to punt it. I do. But I don't want to hurt the feelings of the owner. So that's why it scares me. It's because I'm afraid I'll just accidentally
It's not that I
kill it.
don't want to kick the dog. I do.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Do you have any bowls?
No.
What?
No, they're in
I'm
the
using
dish.
Tupperware
It's in the
then.
dishwasher.
Oh, okay.
Because the dishwasher I just ran last night.
Nice.
But
Just for me.
the I think, and then
Some
yeah,
kind?
so yeah, once we get to wolves, but then it's like deer, yeah, probably elk and moose. No, if it's a smaller elk, maybe
Elk would be a 50,
elk would be
50.
tough. That
Elk
would be
It would be
really
a
tough.
50-50,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
'Cause they're not necessarily hostile. They're mean, but they're not.
Yeah,
But a
well,
moose, absolutely 0%.
moose, you're screwed. If it's a moose, you're,
Yeah,
you're
no,
absolutely
you're dead.
screwed.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. Well, the thing with me and like animals like that is if it doesn't have like antlers, it doesn't have a lot of ways
Yeah,
to
that's
kill you.
true.
Like a deer will just kind of run into you and
Well,
maybe
it's
it would
funny
hurt.
if it's a
It could
buck.
kick, I
yeah,
guess.
if it's a buck coming at you, you just got to make sure you time it right and like grab the antlers and flip it over because those things are only like 40, 50 pounds. They're not super big animals. Like they can be, and they've got skinny
Mhm.
legs. So just like kick in their kneecaps or something and then boom.
Right.
Versus, yeah, elk get pretty big and heavy. There
I'm wearing
is-
my boots, but if I'm naked against an elk, I'm screwed.
Wait, we have to be naked?
No, no, I'm kidding.
Oh no.
But what if you did? You know, like that would change the stakes. You know, because now you can't just kick its ankles.
Dude, that'd be tough. It's weird to think that the
Yeah,
human
see-
race
see, look.
is pretty low on the.
Look at this dude.
That's a full on. Well, that's a bowl.
I'm gonna assume the second drawers are forks.
No. So this is what. Oh, don't,
What was that,
I saw 2 words on there.
Garrett? Would
That's
you
all
like
I-
to share with the
Here,
class?
I'll
That's
just
all
show
I needed
Garrett.
to see.
just wait. I thought I sent this one to you.
It's
but,
not Josh safe.
See, look. This gives me a little bit more confidence, but
Do
then
you see how
again,
big that guy
Right,
is?
yeah.
though?
yeah, that's a huge guy
Yeah.
just wrestling this bull.
That's true.
I'll show Josh.
Oh, you did send this to me.
Yeah.
What? And I didn't
Amazing.
finish it. That's.
Well, that was horrifying.
Oh
No, Josh.
Oh no. Oh no.
Anyways,
People are crazy.
Dude, my saved TikToks are cursed.
It's
Like,
Cursed.
it's gone to corrupt. Anyway,
see, look, fish aren't that scary.
no, that fish ain't scary.
Homie got filleted.
It's crazy, dude, how they do that.
It's like crazy how efficient they figured out how to do it. Like, look at this. Shoop, shoop. Done. Do the other side. Done.
now if I had a knife, it would
That
change.
is one sharp knife.
Yeah, it's
If
a
I
very
didn't-
good
Scared
knife.
to use that.
If
So
I had
look,
a knife,
go.
it would change what animal I could kill. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I have a knife. I feel like I could go quite a bit. Like, I could kill an elk. I bet.
No.
No, their
way.
skin's pretty thick, I think.
Elk
Stab
are-
it. Just stab it a bunch of times.
Yeah, but they've got antlers.
That's true. My answer was goose before.
Dude, geese are freaking
I don't
scary.
know, man.
Yeah, but you can wring its neck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
we got
true.
that.
I've done that.
I guess they're not gonna kill me. They just hurt a lot.
Right, they'd hurt a lot,
Dog,
but you could probably beat
this
it.
is an elk.
Yeah, no, I couldn't kill an
Yeah,
elk.
elk are huge.
Yeah.
Those are some big antlers too. Imagine getting impaled by one of those. That would hurt. Yeah, Canadian geese. I don't know, man. Those are some scary little bugs.
I'm living in fear because I'm still in a turf war with the local geese, and they know
What?
where I live, and they come and bother me. But they migrated for the winter. But now that it's spring, I'm like constantly living in fear that they're gonna find me again when they come back.
They're like, you haven't moved. We know.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's because I was like making fun of one of the lady geese at the duck pond, like south of BYU, and then suddenly all the other geese are ganging up on me.
Did I tell you the one time my brother got in a fight with a turkey?
I've done that.
Yeah, it's so fun.
Except mine was a duck. I
Just
got in a
ticking
fight.
off the turkey, and it's like, and you're like, ah. Anyways,
Turkeys are a
very
little
funny.
spooky too.
Turkeys are
I
got
could
in
kill
a
a
fight
turkey
with
easy.
a peacock. That was scary.
Mm.
That was scary. Cause then it like flips its freaking things out at you and starts charging you.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, when fighting all these things, I would have to like actually fight it and not just run, which is probably my response to most things charging.
Kicking a little head of a bird, I think, would be pretty.
Have you ever been
effective.
bitten by a duck?
No.
Yeah, I've been bitten.
I have twice. Yeah.
Twice. They hurt. They got little teeth on the end of their beaks.
I would have kicked that duck right in the face. If it
I know
bit me.
I should have, but I was like a little kid.
I would have smacked it straight in the head.
I was feeding it bread and it bit my finger.
You're like, I'm trying to feed you.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
I'm trying to give you food, and this is how you treat me. Freaking bully.
And this is the whatever way you repay me.
My favorite video on the internet is this duck trying to screw with the horse, and so it like
And
goes and
kiss-
nips its ankle, and then the horse just like back kicks it.
then the
into
duck
oblivion,
just
and then
gets
the buck-
back up.
Yeah, well, no, and then the duck is just like mangled, and it's like.
Well,
and
I saw a
then
meme
dead.
where.
Amazing.
Really?
Yeah,
The one I
I
saw-
saw one where the duck gets effed up, dude.
I saw one where
It was a
the-
goose. It wasn't a duck.
I might have been a goose too, but he got yeeted by the horse, and then he got back up and started bugging the horse again, which makes me nervous.
Could you beat a horse?
No.
No way.
No way.
Not if he's.
You got to stay in front of it because it'll try to kick you up. But then horses bite, dude.
You got to think if you're fighting it, it's fighting you back.
Yeah.
That's true.
It's not going to have the temperament of a normal animal. You can't be like, oh, I'm going to fight a chinchilla because it will just not fight back. No, it's going to use everything in its little power to do it. But
yeah, that's true.
Dude, a freaking flying squirrel just flies in, lands on your face.
Be hilarious.
I saw a video of a person, and they kept throwing a flying squirrel in the air and then catching it and throwing it. And one time he threw it in the air and it was flying back, and then an eagle came and caught it.
Oh my gosh. That's amazing.
See, it's like, do you really want to fight a chinchilla?
No, those guys are cute.
No, look.
I could kill it.
Oh, wow.
Oh. Well, I got in a fighting position.
Yeah, chinchillas are ninjas at heart.
I have a friend who she actually lives like across the street, but she's got 2 pet chinchillas, and they're really,
My friend
really
had a
soft.
chia pet.
Chinchillas are pretty calm animals, right?
Yeah,
Most of the time?
they're really cool. Like, it was honest. Like, I would rather have a chinchilla over a hamster or a guinea pig, because hamsters and guinea pigs are stupid.
They die of stress. Like, what the heck?
They always die in the most traumatic ways too.
Hamsters?
Hamsters,
Yeah.
Especially hedgehogs.
Hedgehogs are kind of cute.
They're cutie, but you
They
can't
are
really
kinda
like
fun.
pet them. They hurt.
No, hedgehogs are actually kind of fine. It's porcupines that you don't want to mess with.
I know, but still,
'Cause
hedgehogs still
hedgehogs-
have the.
I know, but they can't detach their quills.
I know, but you can't pet them. They're not like. Nice
Well, do
to
you pet them in one direction? You don't
Yeah, but they're not nice to
go
pet.
against.
I don't feel comfortable.
Yeah,
like
that's true.
you're
It's
not
like
soft.
it's like when you're petting a snake or a reptile. You're supposed to go down its spine, because if you go up,
I don't touch
you
any
go-
snake,
you go
and
up
I don't let
against
one
its
get
scales.
close to me.
What's wrong with snakes?
They're spooky.
I like snakes.
That's my biggest fear: is snakes.
Really? You've never caught a snake?
Oh,
Like
I
with
used to
the-
catch
with the
snakes,
kids,
which
with
is
the boys?
surprising to me that I'm afraid of them now. I'd stick them down my shirt.
Yeah, dude. All those little garter snakes.
Yeah.
But
I
now-
would catch those all the time.
Now the gardener snake's gonna win the battle every
What
time.
happened there? Did something like
no.
happen, or
Nothing
just
traumatic.
You want to
ever
know
happened.
the last time I encountered a rattlesnake, like really close to me? I killed it and I ate it.
Interesting?
It was at a father's and son's camp out.
I've always wanted to kill a snake and eat it.
It was actually pretty good.
Yeah, because I remember I have like
it
a
tasted
core
like
memory.
chicken, but with the consistency of fish. It was
Oh,
really
weird.
weird. It was
Interesting.
kind of weird, but it was kind of good. Literally, like I had a shovel in my hand, and there's a bunch of little kids, so I was like, whap, smashed its head, and then cut off its head really quick.
Yeah.
And then I skinned it, cleaned it up, and then roasted it
Do you know
over
who
the campfire.
the worst kind of people are?
Women.
No.
No, the people that cut off the tails of the rattlesnake.
yeah.
And leave them alive.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
bad.
that's pretty
bad.
terrible.
Unless you've like killed the snake or. if
Yeah, you
it's
kill
on-
the snake. I don't care.
Yeah,
But then you're.
it's the same as like poaching rhino horns. That's
Yeah.
terrible. Don't do it.
But aren't you killing the rhino?
No, there's some poachers who just like tranquilize it and then go cut off its horn and then leave it to die.
That's awful.
That's
It's
terrible.
horrible because trying to kill a rhino is really difficult.
Well, if it's tranked, then you can kill it.
Yeah, they've got really thick hides, and then they require like a special bullet, and it's really sad. So what I've seen some like conservationists doing is they go do the same thing, and cut off the horn, but then like replace it with a prosthetic one. So then
Why do you need the horn in the first place?
Well, it's worth a lot of money. So, but then if the horn's gone and the rhino is fine living in the wild, then poachers won't kill it because they're like, well, what's the point? There's
I guess that does make sense.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
you get
they
the horn
They
first.
only want the horn. So if the horn's already gone,
Right. That kind of makes sense.
yeah,
They don't want this piece of
yeah,
metal or plastic. That sounds like cyborg rhino.
yeah. Have you seen? There's this. It's in one of the zoos here in the U.S. There's this tiger that has a fake gold tooth, and it's one of its fangs.
That's dope.
Because it like lost
Sick,
its
that's
tooth
sick.
somehow.
That's
and
dope.
so they made it a custom,
Wow.
just like human teeth. Like humans can have gold teeth.
Did you know
so
we
it's got
are-
this gold fang.
the Hogel Zoo is getting rid of its elephants?
I did hear
What?
about that. Yeah.
They don't want to take care of them anymore, so they're getting rid of them.
Aw,
I
mean,
heard the biggest
elephants-
reason was because
There
the
are a
older
lot of
one is in mating like mode,
Oh,
and there's
yeah.
only 2 elephants, and one is the child.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah,
they,
yeah.
in order to make it so they can actually mate and stuff, they're it's an indefinite suspension, so they're not sure when they'll come back.
Well,
But
they
they're
take
like
up
open.
a huge part of the park. I wonder if they'll bring them back.
Yeah, they're open to the elephants coming back, but they're not sure how long. They're
I'm
going to have
sure it
elephants
will,
for.
but it could be like 12, 10, 20
Well,
years.
well,
Yeah.
Why
before.
don't they just, if it's like older one, because zoos can trade all the time because they're all like kind of work together. Why don't they just trade it for another younger elephant? Because
I don't
then
know.
the other zoo gets another breeder elephant, and then we still get to keep our elephant.
Right, I don't know.
I want our.
As long as they don't get rid of the penguins. That's all I
Yeah,
care
they
about.
won't.
Yeah.
It's Utah. That's one of the ones they'll keep.
Yeah.
I love their like little penguin parades.
I
they
could have
do.
sworn Hogle Zoo used to have giraffes, and I didn't see them.
They
last
Do
have-
they
they
not
have
anymore?
giraffes.
I thought they do.
They
Yeah.
definitely have giraffes.
I did not see them last time I went, and that
Huh.
was only like last year.
I've pet a giraffe there before.
I know. I could have sworn because I went when I was a little kid. I was like,
Yeah.
where, and this time I was like, where the freak are the giraffes?
Yeah, yeah.
I want to play with the giraffe.
I honestly think I
Melvin,
love the
Melvin,
penguins, but
Melvin,
the
Melvin,
most
Melvin,
interesting
Melvin.
one there is the
Love that
monkeys.
movie.
I think,
Dude, I love monkeys.
and I love it when they get so mad. And one time there's one that was
Dude.
sticking its face, like its lips, through the thing. It was funny.
I like the otters,
Otters are cute,
but
Otters are great.
after watching Guardians, like I'm like, oh.
Oh, yeah. I was at the San Diego Zoo, complete with fake rocks,
Ooh, I've
and
never
there
been
were
there.
the
The San Diego
chimpanzees
Zoo's
there.
pretty big, right?
It's
It's
the big- it's the
huge.
biggest one in the
That's what-
country.
that's what I
It's like
thought.
almost.
That's what I thought.
It's like
Massive.
as big as Disneyland.
Yeah, it's so big, and there's hills everywhere, and you don't really sit down for anything, so you're wiped out by the end of the day.
Yeah, it's a full theme park, dog.
Yeah, it's insane. So they had koalas there. We went for the koalas. for a
koalas
moment.
are cute.
Love
Cuties.
koalas.
But anyways, we went and we saw these like chimp monkey things, right? And one is just bothering the other chimp, just
Yeah.
bothering. He's just laying there. He's bothering. Finally, he gets up, runs over, and just like John Cena body slams the other chimp. It was amazing.
I love monkeys
it
and
was
chimps.
cool.
They're so weird.
Dude,
I've heard.
they're really
I want a
gross,
monkey as
too.
a pet, though. Yeah, like
You have to have diaper. I've seen those TikTok videos.
I've
they
heard,
look
yeah.
so cute, but like I don't know, it's like taking care of a baby.
they're
It's like
really
a baby
cool,
that never
but they-
grows up
they-
and
they
learns how to
yeah.
do
Yeah.
anything.
Well, you could train them, and yeah, but they just kind of stink. Is the biggest thing I've heard. I would.
Someone
Totally,
I was
I
watching.
want. I want a pet ferret.
I was watching a video of
We need to get you a ferret.
I know I want a parrot too, but I heard they stink too.
No, not,
said
not as
ferret.
much. Yeah, ferret.
Oh, I heard parrot.
Oh,
no.
ferret.
But I saw a video of like a cop, and apparently they had to go. Someone had a pet chimp as in their thing, and it like killed the guy, and so they had to go shoot him.
It's like.
Oh my
aw.
gosh.
And I was like, gosh dang, why you gotta have a pet chimp?
It's like Josh. Apparently, like Orem Police is getting another couple canines, so he's gonna maybe try to get one of the canines as a police dog. But guess what? Their Orem Police Department currently has 2 canines officers, and guess what their names are?
Tweedledee and Tweedledum.
No, one of them's name is Dude,
No way.
That's
and then the
hilarious.
other one, his name is Dog.
Dude and dog.
Dude and Dog.
That's amazing.
So I had a pet cat that I'm pretty sure was convinced its name was Dog. Because I'd walk into the room and say, "What's up, dog?" And so when I would say dog, it would look
Back
over
when
at
you
me
had
every
that,
time.
back when you had that cat, and you're like, here, just so he doesn't leave the room, you just grab it and yeet it across the room, and then close the door.
I know, I'd throw it
Just
onto my bed.
Yeet
and
him
then
onto
run.
your bed.
I
Mind
don't
you,
like
this was
animals,
like
but that was a nice cat.
It was
mind you,
very-
it was like
Yeah, I
12
love that
feet
cat.
away. He just like hucks it way across the room onto his bed, and then closes the door so it can't chase him out.
That was true.
I think he enjoyed it.
He did.
Yeah,
he kept
yeah.
coming back for more. He liked
Yeah.
it.
It was
But-
good. Where'd that cat ever go?
Is that my cousin's?
Oh, that's
He's-
good.
He's still a good cat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I wasn't so friggin' allergic to it, I would play with it a lot more. It was a good cat.
And I'm not a fan of cats either.
What an era, man. Garrett's cat. That was great.
I just remember it like crawling up your leg. on
Dude,
your
it
jeans.
attacked me all the time.
And then
It
I was
loved-
having so much fun just with the spray bottle because we're still semi-training it. I'm like, no, off.
Well, if you had jeans on,
Yeah.
you usually couldn't feel it, and
Yeah,
it just
yeah,
climb
no.
up your leg, and
Yeah.
But if you had jeans on, yeah. I could feel
until it got too high and it was on your shirt now, and I'm like, no.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, too high.
yeah,
But
yeah. It was a good cat.
he was cute. His name was Onyx.
Onyx.
Except
yeah.
his name, I think his real name
Like
is Dog.
the
So
Yeah. What's up, dog?
dude and dog.
Dude and dog the cat. I mean the police. Well, on that note, let's go to break. And I can finish eating this ramen because it's actually very hot and burning my thigh. So, hey everyone, Editor Josh here. If you listen this far, I can assume you've liked something about Hot Tub Talks, so consider giving it a share. If you're listening on YouTube, you can leave a comment. We read comments at the end of the show every single week. You can follow us on TikTok at Hot Tub Talking, Instagram at Hot Tub Talks Official, and of course YouTube at Hot Tub Talks. Thank you so much for listening. We absolutely love recording Hot Tub Talks. But that's enough for the break. Let's get back to the show. And we're back. I've eaten my ramen. That's all I've eaten today, and a couple of cookies.
I actually just ate a bowl of cereal for the first time before I came.
Nice.
What did you have, like almond milk or something?
Yeah.
Ah,
Oh, that sounds all right.
almond milk is so gross.
No, it's good.
I agree with you. It is gross, but
What?
if it's with cereal,
It's
it's
probably
Oh,
tolerable.
you can't tell that it's.
You know what the worst
It's so
milk is?
sugary.
Goat.
Oh yeah.
I don't want to.
So Josh and I did like we tried all the milks.
We tried all the milks.
All the milks we could, like oat milk.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I always liked soy milk a little bit.
Ew, that's like grody.
Yeah,
at
it's
least as a
alright.
kid, I really liked it.
Imagine this. And goat milk was by far ranked the worst for everybody.
By far the
Yuck.
worst.
So you put it in your mouth, and it tastes like regular milk. Like you like drink it.
Then it's the aftertaste.
No, it's not until you open your mouth, and it literally tastes like a farm.
Tastes like you're licking a goat. It's awful. It's awful. Anyways, Garrett is going on a plane for the first
Garet
time.
is going across the country.
He's not
Jake,
only is
so
he
we're
going
gonna-
on a plane for the first time in his life, he's going on a flight longer than I think either one of us has ever been on.
How long is the flight?
It's just under 8 hours.
I've been pretty close to that.
Where did you go?
Cancun.
Oh yeah.
So it might have
Did you
been
know-
6
did
hours.
you know it's only a 10-hour flight from France?
Yeah. But then again, the Atlantic is about the same distance from like LA to Atlanta.
Yeah, Atlantic.
I think it's Colorado.
Yeah,
She-
it might be even shorter.
To Colorado to France is only 10 hours. And from Utah to Savannah,
Interesting.
it's 7 hours.
Yeah. And you have a layover.
That's true, I guess.
You've got a layover in
But it's-
Dallas.
Wait, so is it like 5 hours layover 5 hours, or is it like,
Let me look.
or not 5 hours? Like, are you counting the flight's time?
That's total. That's total.
Yeah, total.
Total?
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Then it's probably only like 6 hours maybe.
Yeah, total. I've been on an 8 hour
Because
flight.
it takes like a good hour 20 minutes just to get everything up on the plane and get
Yeah.
the plane in the air, like from when it docks.
No, that's fair. Yeah.
Like
So first plane, first flight, first
Boarding
trip
takes a
out of
while.
Utah. First, I'm kidding.
he's left the state before, but not very far.
Not very far.
Only to bordering states.
Yeah.
No, I went to Oregon.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
So it's 7 hours and 40 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I was gonna say
So
from
I
here to
land
Dallas, I think
in-
is like
I
3
fly
hours.
out of Salt Lake to Las Vegas, then to Dallas.
Oh, you gotta land in
Oh.
Vegas? Ah.
So you have to drive to Vegas first.
No.
No,
Salt
he's
Lake to
flying from
Vegas.
Salt Lake to Vegas,
Oh,
and
and
then
then
to
Vegas.
Dallas, and then to Savannah.
Oh wow.
Wow. Wow.
But there's no plane change.
There's no plane change at all?
Yeah, and I don't think there's really any layover.
Okay, that's nice.
Interesting. That's good though.
That's nice because then you can just stay on the plane. But
Well, what do you? Oh, you're picking people up on the way, I guess.
Well, yeah, and
And
yeah.
then on my way home, I actually go to Savannah to Dallas, do a plane change, then Salt Lake.
Wow.
Wow.
So how you
Interesting.
feeling about it?
I'm not about the trip or the plane.
Sure.
The plane makes me a little nervous, especially on my way back because I'm by myself.
I think.
Oh,
I
really?
think, yeah.
She's not coming with you?
Well,
No,
she's staying like
an
another
extra
week or
week.
two.
Oh
yeah.
wow.
and so I'm by myself.
It's okay,
That's
Garrett.
a
I'll hold your
little
hand.
nervous, but other than that,
I think you're gonna be fine.
no, I know I'll be.
It's a
fine.
good thing you're together at least the way there.
Yeah,
way-
that it would be brutal
So
to be alone
it would
on
be
the way.
brutal
over.
on the yeah it
Yeah.
would be kind of brutal.
But my flight is on the way there.
How much?
Is-
Yeah.
My flight on the way there is at 5:45 a.m.
Oh, then you can sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Skylar said she can't sleep on planes. I'm like, I don't.
I
think I'll
can.
have, I don't think I'll have a single issue sleeping.
I don't think I can.
Well,
Unless
and
I'm
at the
really
same ti-
tired.
yeah, I can.
Like I can.
sometimes,
It's not because
yeah.
I'm stressed or anything. It's just like I'm tight and I'd
And
rather
it's
be
just-
doing something
yeah,
else.
And the longest flight I've ever been on is only an hour and a half. So
Yeah.
And then
to Vegas, it's probably only like what 40 minutes maybe.
Yeah.
on the way there I can sleep, but on the way back I don't think I'll be able to sleep just 'cause of plane change.
Mm.
Right.
Yeah,
Well, that's exciting.
But it doesn't really tell me I have any like what times the layovers.
it's
are
crazy.
gonna-
Like you don't really realize just how fast you're going until like I remember when I'm coming into Phoenix and the pilot's like, "Ladies and gentlemen, we're about 100 miles outside of Phoenix, so I'm going to begin our descent here. We'll be there in about 10 minutes." I'm
Yeah.
like, "What the heck? What
Yeah.
the heck?"
It is
Um,
pretty insane.
apparently Southwest, like the flight attendants are the funny ones.
Yeah, Southwest is good.
Yeah.
I've never had issues with Southwest.
I guess you get comfort in the other one, Delta, but you get this one's more funny.
I would say Delta and Southwest are neck and neck for me. They're about
Yeah.
the same.
But one's significantly cheaper.
I prefer
not always.
Spirit.
No, never
I-
fly Spirit.
I actually want to fly Spirit at least once.
It's janky. I've never
Just
even
for the
flown it, and I can tell it's janky. My worst experiences have all been with Allegiant, but Allegiant's the cheapest and
Right.
quickest, and they fly out of Provo. So
That's-
Yeah.
fly not having to go up to Salt Lake is fun. Oh, just wait walking through the Salt Lake airport
Oh yeah.
because he's in
bro.
Southwest. He's gonna be in the B gates.
Yeah, so
Oh.
it's
It's
that's
like
what-
a
that's what they were saying.
marathon.
They said
Yeah.
it's a mile out there.
It's so
yeah, it is
long.
pretty far. That's true.
and because is it Delta takes the close ones?
Delta and Southwest are the far ones. I think it's
Really?
United.
Why would they do that?
I think United gets all the A gates or something, and United Airlines,
They're
United
not-
and American suck anyway.
But
So-
why would they get the close ones?
I don't know.
That's
I don't
dumb.
know.
Wow.
I'm not too worried about it with the getting there, because Skylar knows what she's doing. She does this
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. It's good that you're
It's
going
kinda
with someone who
fun.
knows what's up. Because
Now
even if
he gets to go through TSA.
Yeah.
I will do my report on my way back.
Yeah.
Not on my way back.
I
but
just,
Yeah.
When I'm back.
I kind of wish he'd like film it and just be like, "Hey guys, I'm going through TSA."
You should. You
and
should.
then just leave the phone on like while it goes through the thing.
Am I allowed to do that?
Yeah, who's gonna know?
I don't know.
It just goes. You just empty your pockets into like a bin, and it goes on a conveyor belt through like this scanner.
Yeah, if you put it face
well,
down,
then
nobody
you
would
go-
know.
while you go through like a metal detector, and then by
Also, I
the
was
time
told
you're
not to
clear,
wear a belt.
No,
Well-
don't wear a belt.
if you do, wear a plastic one.
I don't have a plastic belt.
If
Dude,
you do,
plastic
you
belts
have to
are
take it
bum.
off. and
Yeah,
then
if
you're
you
like-
do, you have to take it off.
and you'll be able to put it on fairly soon, but like
Yeah.
But like, what about like
Yeah.
the metal prongs on?
No,
like,
those are
joggers.
those are too small. They're not going to pick those
Yeah.
up.
Okay.
It used to
And
be
if you
just a
get
normal metal
dinged-
detector. Now it's like you have to like stand like this. Yeah. They make you like stand like this, and then there's a thing that goes whoosh around you
yeah.
and like scans your whole body.
Interesting.
And then you step out, and then it like shows like your body on the screen. It's like, okay, you're good.
And it shows if you get dinged, it shows you where you did.
Yeah.
And depending on if it's just like your arm, then they pat down your arm.
Half the time, yeah, because it'll ding random things. Or if
Yeah.
it like dings something, then they're like, here, do you mind? And then they just slap on a glove. They're like, turn your head and cough.
That was an A tier joke. That was amazing. No, yeah, but then they like pat down. But if you get dinged anywhere like the crotch, which is where I always get, I'm not even kidding.
I've never been dinged before, but my buddy has, and it was like something in his pocket. He's like,
Yeah.
here, just turn your pocket inside out. And the guy just went like, you're good.
No, I always have the full pat down. And it's because I got balls of steel, man.
My thing is like, they always make you take your large size electronics out.
Yeah.
Like out of everything, and I
Mhm.
always have my and like put it in its own separate bin. So I've got like 4 bins.
Yeah, my laptop,
My
iPad,
laptop, my
other
Xbox,
laptop. It's so annoying.
my shoes, belt, and keys and phone, And then I've got one for my backpack and then one for my
My
carry-on.
watch.
I'm like, ay, ay, ay.
It's such a pain in the butt.
Although I will say Salt Lake Airport's TSA might be the quickest and coolest I've ever seen.
Oh, that's good because I hate them all.
Because like Salt Lake's, it's like an automatic thing. Like the bins just go shoop and you just pick one up. Versus like other airports, it's like they manually have to keep bringing them back over.
Yeah.
I think we should do standby one day.
That'd be cool.
What do you mean?
Like just walk to the airport and get on the next standby flight, no matter where it's going.
I'm down.
Like
And then
pull a yes man,
Yeah.
and we'll end up going to Nebraska.
Yeah, I'm down.
We'll all go to different places.
Yeah, all the standbys are different.
I saw this video of this dude. TSA was really pissing him off, so he decided just to steal one of those bins and see how far he could get with it. He took it all the way home.
Oh my gosh.
Literally.
Amazing.
To the point where like they were on a long flight and like I guess one of the stewardesses was like, is that a TSA bin? And he kind of just explained the situation. She thought it was hilarious. And so the pilot, he like gives the plane to the co-pilot. Like she goes and gets him and he comes out. He's like, dude, this is the funniest thing I've ever seen. He's like, and he like took a picture with him holding the TSA bin on the plane.
That's hilarious.
Because the pilot
That's
was like, yeah, I
amazing.
hate TSA too.
I mean,
That's
you
so
gotta
cool.
love TSA in a way. They're
I
there
have
for
no
they're
issue-
there
yeah.
for a reason.
I
Yeah.
have no issues with TSA
Well-
as long as they're not jerks. Like one time I had this just one experience where this lady was just being so rude to me for no reason. I'm like, chill, dude.
As I've said before.
I'm literally following all of your instructions and you're getting mad at me.
Yeah, as I've said before, I'd be okay if I felt like they did anything. But really, I don't think they do.
Because he always gets dinged for something stupid.
I always get dinged, and then when I didn't get dinged, I brought a knife by accident. It's like you can bypass them. It's all just
That's
for
true.
show. That's my conspiracy theory. It's all just like sure they catch some stuff, but like
Yeah.
So like this is
they're
what I
not as
wonder about.
effective as you
So
would
let's
hope.
say I bring a knife. I'm not allowed to bring a knife.
Half the time if they
No.
find it, they're like, hey, dude, we got to toss this. And
yeah,
then
they just
throw
take
away.
it and throw it away.
But let's say I do bring a knife, and I want to keep the knife. Do I put it in my bag that's going under the plane?
No, so that you give that away before you ever go to TSA. That's like right when you get in the airport, and it's called checked bags, where they weigh it in, put a sticker on it, like
No,
scan
but I'm
your
saying
ticket.
like, let's say I bought a knife at this place.
Yeah,
I put it in that bag, and then I go, right?
yeah. If it's
And
in a
it's fine
checked
in
bag,
there?
yeah. If it's in a checked bag, because you won't get your checked bag until after you like get to the front of the previous
So
airport.
anything that would be technically not good for a plane, unless it's a bomb.
No, firearms I still think are kind of
Yeah.
iffy, and they still check your checked bags, but like without you there.
So I wouldn't put a
I
knife in
would.
there. But
I
like,
brought
you
a
probably
knife because
could.
my buddy got me a knife for my birthday, like coming home just
Oh, yeah.
now. It was just like a little survival knife.
Mm.
So I just put it in my checked bag and no issues.
I'm not saying I'll have a knife. I've always
Yeah.
wondered that.
Yeah, I think knives are perfectly fine if they're in your checked bag. And
Like,
it's
what am I
obvi-
gonna do with the knife in the
Yeah,
check
and
bag?
if it's obviously not for malicious intent looking.
Also, I get 2 free check bags with Southwest.
Yep.
Heck yeah.
That's why I love Southwest.
I need
Because
that.
Spirit was like,
Spirit
yeah,
charges you for
it
everything.
was cheaper to go Spirit, but I'm like, overall, I was like, I'm gonna have all these giant fees. I don't know if I'm.
Yeah, all these extra
cheaper.
fees. Yeah.
Yeah. One time my grandpa was about to bring a
Southwest gives you
knife
food
onto
on
the plane.
too.
And he's like, "Oh my gosh, I forgot I had this knife." So he went outside and buried it in a bush next
Yeah.
to the airport. He went to wherever he was going, came back, and just dug it up. And
It was still
It was
there.
still there.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I have done that
yeah.
kind of when I went to like a sports game, and I'm like, oh, I can't have this, and so I put it in a bush.
Yeah.
And I went to sports game, came back, I know it's still there, and I'm like, heck yeah.
Nice. That's awesome.
I've seen that, but with like pepper spray, because I was with one of my friends and we wanted to go to the jazz store because we were in Salt Lake,
Oh yeah.
and she had her pepper spray on her, which everyone should carry pepper spray. I don't
Yeah.
blame her, but and if you go to the jazz store because it's in the arena, you still have to go through that TSA like thing. Wait,
Right.
yeah, you went to the
Oh,
jazz
yeah, I've
game with
been
that.
there.
It's almost identical to that. Is what TSA is almost. It's a
But
little
they're
bit bigger.
stricter, and it sucks.
It's a little
Yeah.
it's a little bit bigger because you got more stuff on you. But they're like, hey, you can't bring pepper spray into the arena, even though it's like a freaking Wednesday in the middle of the afternoon and only the jazz store is open.
Right.
I guess I should preface this with Jazz basketball team because we're not going to a music store to anyone listening. But
they've got
and so I was like here, and I was just like, do you guys care if I just like leave it right here? Like I stepped outside of the arena and just put it in a bush, and they're like, no. So we literally looked around for 10 minutes and then left and went and picked it up from the bush, and the security guard gave me a thumbs up. He's like, yeah.
Nice. That's awesome.
See, that's the TSA I want.
Yeah.
The ones that just like, yeah, we know it sucks. We're gonna make it the best possible.
Nobody is like that though.
No, I've had some good experiences.
I have not. Every single time it sucked.
So what's funny is Phoenix Airport
Uh-huh.
it's basically like 4 different airports put together.
Right. Yeah.
And they're all different.
Yeah,
So
it's weird.
recently, so I normally fly Southwest, and that's where you go into Terminal 3, which is like kind of the biggest one. And like it's got its own TSA line, it's got its own thing, own airport, completely different decor too. It's super weird.
Right.
But then most recently I flew Allegiant because I could fly directly from Provo, and it was completely different. Like I went into Terminal 4, and it's like I've been in and out of Phoenix Airport like a ton of times. I'd never been in Terminal 4, so I'm like, what is this place? what it's like the layout's completely different. I'm like, I just follow the signs. And like I don't think there's any airports that I've struggled to navigate really. Just follow the signs usually, and there's maps everywhere.
Dude, I know I understand now that this guy, a YouTuber I saw, he like made his check bag into like a remote control wheels, and he just sat on it. And
I saw that
That's
and
awesome.
zoomed around the airport.
yeah, like and now I know why that exists.
Yeah.
Because
I want
nobody
one.
wants to walk a mile
That's awesome.
in the airport.
Okay, so airport, feeling good, Georgia.
I'm slowly, the closer and closer it
yeah.
gets, the less nervous I get about the airplane.
That's good.
I want to see an entire vlog about airport experience.
Straight
Please
up, if
do.
you just film, I'll edit it, bro.
Bro, I would love that.
Unless you want to edit it. But
no, I'm fine with whatever.
yeah, if you want to edit it, you can. If not, I'll just take your footage.
Yeah.
Yeah, just make sure, yeah.
We'll see how I am at 5 in the morning.
Yeah.
I think we're
guys.
probably going to get there at 4 because that's when
You should get there, yeah.
that's
Usually
when
an hour and a
TSA
half.
opens.
You should get there at least an hour and a half before your flight departs or boarding starts is usually a good rule of thumb.
Right.
Because like it'll take like 30 minutes to find your gate and all that, and then you want to be at your gate at least like 45 minutes to an hour before they start boarding.
Right.
I am perfectly fine. Yeah, it doesn't. Well, especially with on the way there, I'm not nervous at all.
It's always just annoys me, but mainly just because I'm a cynical punk. But just Salt Lake Airport, there's always just so many kids crying and screaming all the
Yeah,
time,
it's
and
true.
it pisses me off.
Well, hopefully this
Yeah.
early in the morning there won't.
Yeah, I'm hoping. We'll
be,
see.
won't be that many people.
I remember last time I flew into Salt Lake, getting off, the pilot was like talking to a stewardess, and he was like, "Yeah, I always know I'm flying to Salt Lake when I see like 100 kids on board."
Here we go again.
But straight up, I was just thinking about this because I was talking to one of the stewardess, and and she was like, I'm like, yeah, how's your day been? And she's like, oh, it's good for this shift. Let's see, I started in San Diego. She's like, I'm from San Diego. I'm like, wait, what the? Imagine this is your work day. You're just working. You're in San Diego. You go over to Vegas. You go over to Salt Lake, down to Phoenix, back to Salt Lake. And then she's like, and then I'll fly back down to San Diego for the last leg. And then I'll be done and go home for the night. Like, imagine that. That's just like such a wild job. Like,
I guess
imagine.
that's not a very long day.
Yeah, no, it wasn't. She was just
Yeah,
like an
crazy.
8 or 9 hour shift for her.
Wow.
But imagine that. It's just like, I'm going to go to work, and I went to like way more places than my ancestors ever would have dreamed in just a single day. And then I just go to bed that night.
Yeah, that's bonkers.
Okay.
It's wild, man.
You know what time it is?
Is it that time?
It's hot tub time.
Let's get ready to rumble.
All right. So letters, as far as letters go, where is hang on, I need to
I do have some comments. And
You do?
feedback.
Okay. What are yours? You go first.
I've been told from multiple people actually they want more Skylar.
That's good. That's good.
Everyone wants more Skylar. Jess was like, "Yo, I love Skylar's voice."
Skillet.
Where's she been?
We are gonna revisit last week's relationship advice real quick. My Spotify poll thing was, should he say I love you? You heard this, Wade, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Off of that AI thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, he probably should. He like they've been together a while.
So you're a yes. You should say
I'm
it.
a yes as
You're a
well.
yes.
Yeah.
I was a yes. 100% says no.
Why?
Why?
I don't know. It's just a poll.
It's a
probably
troll
only, like-
account.
Yeah,
Let's
probably.
be honest.
No, I mean, I could see it. It really depends on how they feel, because if they don't mean it, then sure. But like,
If you don't
But
mean
they-
it, then why are
they-
you still in that relationship?
They've proven
You've
that
been
they
there
mean
for
that they
yeah.
love them. That's what bothers
Yeah,
me.
that's so it's
yeah, that's the
stupid.
problem. They proved them that they love them.
And it's
yeah.
like they've been together for a couple months. Me personally, if it's been like at least 2 months, and I'm like, yeah, I don't really see this going anywhere. Why am I still there?
That's true,
Yeah.
Like straight up.
Yeah,
You're
that's
just wasting yours and their time.
Like
No,
if
that's
you think
true.
it's not gonna go anywhere, the moment you start thinking that, like at least for like 2 weeks, I say look into ending the relationship. You're wasting everybody's time. It's not cool.
That makes sense.
If you don't know if it will go anywhere, that's different.
yeah,
But once
yeah.
you know,
This
like,
is not
this
going
is not
anywhere.
going to go anywhere.
Yeah. Oh, that makes sense.
Don't prolong the inevitable.
That makes sense.
I like that.
Stupid.
Hang on, I just got confused. Okay. Do you have your thing, Wade? Feedback? Oh, that was it.
Yeah, that
the
was
Sky
it.
thing.
It's
Okay.
just we want more Skylar.
I have 2 questions from Instagram here. One was from Alicia. Memory from childhood that stands out the most. I feel like this is just the podcast.
A memory from our childhood that stands out the most?
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
I don't really have a child. No, I'm just joking. I don't
Garrett was
know.
locked in a basement for his
Yeah.
entire childhood.
Yeah.
Sometimes I got some food.
Sometimes I got some food.
I would say this
I
one
got-
time I was riding a bicycle. I got a bicycle for Christmas,
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
and the clean wheels ish. They were still
Mhm.
black, but I could ride it in the house for a little bit.
Oh.
Just when I first got it,
you know.
boy. Oh boy.
Well, I was riding around, and my house is a circle. Like you can go all the way around the house. Like there's no breaks
Yeah.
in between, like walls.
Right.
and- So I was riding around in the circle thing, and
This is when he was 15, by the way.
yeah, and
I knew him at this
there was
point.
something that, like, maybe someone walked in front of me or something. I can't remember. But then I slammed on my brakes. And when you slam on your brakes in a bike, it leaves that
Oh
black
yeah.
trail
The
on my
tire
mom's
trail.
on my mom's hardwood floor.
Oh no.
And I was like,
Oh.
oh, heck no. And so I never cleaned it up. Still to this day, I can see it.
Dude, that's amazing. I love that kind of stuff.
You want to hear my really bad one? Similar
Yeah,
of
yeah.
like leaving a mark on your family's
Yes.
property.
I got one too. We
This
got-
one, okay. This one's super gross, by the way.
Oh, no.
Uh,
Oh, I know this one.
Hey, Editor Josh here. If you want to skip this truly horrific story, move over to 1 hour, 9 minutes, and 2 seconds.
No.
Biggest zit
No.
or just boil or whatever it was. It was like
I'm
on the
already gross.
inside of my thigh. I'm just squeezing it. I was at my family's cabin in Colorado. Or I'm in one of the bathrooms. I'm just sitting on the toilet because I just gone to the bathroom. I'm like, here, let me give it a squeeze. Explodes.
No.
Like I feel and see and hear the pressure release. Left a huge bloody splatter on the bathroom door that I scrubbed and scrubbed and scrubbed.
That is absolutely disgusting.
It's still very
Horrifying.
faintly there. This was years ago. It's still there. If we go to the cabin this summer, I'll show you.
Oh
It's
my
still there.
goodness. Oh.
It's so gross.
I don't want to go to the
I felt
cabin with
so
you.
bad and told my grandma. She's like, "Yeah, you can hardly see it. It's fine." But I felt so bad.
Well,
It was-
mine
it
is
was
much
disgusting.
tamer. That's
Yeah,
horrifying.
that's awful.
It was-
How did it get? When did you start scrubbing it? How long did it have to sit there for it to get baked on there?
I started scrubbing like immediately, but it was one of those like wood doors, like tan wood doors. I think it was like cedar or maybe
So
pine.
it started to cure.
So it like kind of cured a little bit in there. It's not like one of these doors
It's one that
at
has,
all. It wasn't painted either. Like it's not a painted door. It's literally just like a slab of wood
I see.
almost, and there's no coating on it.
Yeah.
Which was the look they were going for, and it's a very one of those super lightweight doors. Like the door's maybe like 10 pounds,
right.
but yeah,
That's so nasty.
it's so. And it's because it's got like all the tiny little grooves in the
Yeah.
wood, and it just kind of seeped in. And I'm like scrubbing with this
Yeah.
rag. I'm like, no.
That's
Mind you,
so
the radius
nasty.
of this explosion is at least like 1.5 feet.
That's horrifying.
It's so gross.
Ah. Okay, well, let me get to mine, which is less horrifying.
You're gonna have to put a
I might have told you this
listening
before.
warning.
I will.
Yeah.
I will.
I
Well,
wish I had that
mine.
listening warning.
I was trying to put in my contacts for the first time when I was in 7th grade.
Gross.
And I was trying. I just couldn't get it in. It'd been like 10 minutes. I got so frustrated. This wave of anger came over me. And I went and I
Josh.
kicked. And I kicked. I had my boots on, which had like
Oh,
this
yeah,
rubber
yeah,
bottom. I kicked the wall, and it left this huge mark. And I immediately felt okay. Like, I immediately was like, oh, I'm good. I'm cool. Whatever.
Yeah.
And I felt really bad. And I was like, Mom, I'll clean it up. She's like, okay, just don't do it again. I didn't. It's still there.
Oh no.
But it was. I can still see that and be like, now I can put in contacts.
I got really mad and punched a wall when I was young. It was
Oh,
after. It was that. So it was I got so accustomed to a lot of Cardinals losing. I'm just numb to it by now. But
Right.
back in the day when I was in high school, they were really good. Like they almost went to the Super Bowl multiple times.
Right.
And it was just after a really, really tough loss. It was against the Patriots, too. I'll never forget. Chandler Catanzaro, garbage kicker, missed the game-winning kick. It was
Yikes.
opening weekend, first game of the year for the NFL. It was coming
Wow.
off the season where the Cardinals were one game away from beating the Panthers and playing the Broncos in the Super Bowl.
Oh, wow.
So it would have been that Super Bowl,
Yeah.
Broncos and Cardinals. It would have been sick.
That would have been sick.
But they missed, and I got really mad and went and, like, punched my wall and left a dent in it.
Yeah.
Dang.
And so I was like, oh, shoot. So I put a poster over it
Yeah.
and completely forgot about it until I moved out for college. I was like, oh, no.
That's hilarious.
But anyways.
Speaking about my story about being 15 and riding my bike,
Yeah.
I was 21.
Oh,
And-
jeez, this is even worse.
No, actually, I was probably 20. I don't know. And I just gotten like a ring, and I went to like some jewelry store to see what like size of ring I was, and they said the best way to do it is to, like put the ring on and then shake your hand, and if it doesn't fall off, it's a good fit. Whatever.
What the?
Without a
Interest-
ring, without like a
interesting.
ring thing.
Interesting.
know?
Oh, I guess, yeah.
And so I was like, okay. And so when I went and got my ring, it was like titanium carbine or something, or tungsten carbine. So it's like super hard. It's not denting at all.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I was in my mom's bathroom, and I was like, it's feeling like maybe my finger shrank a little bit. So I shook my hand. It flew off my finger and hit the mirror. and she still did not notice. I
Wow.
still have not told her, and I was 20 years old.
That's amazing.
Bro, speaking of which, yesterday, driving on the freeway up to Salt Lake,
Yeah.
freaking rock hit my windshield and cracked it.
Oh, that sucks.
I'm- I
Yeah,
like-
that's the worst.
I screamed out, like, audibly. I was like,
And
no!
your car's pristine inside and
Mind you,
out.
I replaced that windshield just last year.
Oh, that sucks.
So I still need to like dig up the receipt and see if I've
Yeah.
got a warranty on it. But
Yeah,
I
that
am
sucks.
so upset. Honestly, though, it's a tiny little crack. It's not that big of a deal, but it's right in my line of sight.
Oh.
It's like right on my forehead, pretty much, like right above my. If I had a third eye, it would be that crack.
That sucks.
And so I'm very, very upset about it.
That
So
sucks.
yeah, I'm gonna. It's not. I don't know if it's justifies replacing the windshield again, but obviously, if it gets bigger, I will have to.
Yeah, yeah.
But I definitely need to see if I've got some kind of warranty on it. I'm so upset.
Yeah, that's terrible, man. That's awful.
I want to cry.
What were you doing in Salt Lake yesterday again?
The monster truck show.
Oh, yeah. I knew that. You're at a wedding, Garrett.
yeah.
It's wedding season, dude. I've got so many weddings in the next 60 days.
All my friends are monks.
Yeah. It's because you don't have friends.
Yeah.
Oh, rip.
I know Garrett could get married. Then I can
Yeah,
be at a
get
wedding.
married.
You better invite me to your wedding, man.
Maybe.
Oh, man. I'm eloping.
I'll think about. No, I'm just joking.
All right.
Just tease.
All right. I've still not been to a wedding.
You haven't been to a wedding?
Not of like a friend.
Oh, you monster.
I've been to a wedding of like people I don't know and family
Oh,
members.
yeah. You're like that random.
Yeah, like
extended
random
dude that-
extended family member that my
Yeah.
parents are going to. But like I, for myself, have never been to a wedding for anybody I know.
Interesting.
Weird, right?
Wedding planning sounds awful. I'm not gonna lie.
Sounds kind of fun, dude.
No, because like everyone has an opinion on how you're doing it, and then they get offended. And I'm like, no, I don't want like my grandma's friggin' cousin's friend from her book club to come. And I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't care that she's upset that she didn't get an invite because I don't know her.
I don't know. When I get married, the boys are just gonna throw a party. It's gonna be great.
This wedding I went to was my sister's wedding.
I'll hit the straight.
Oh
away.
yeah, it was your sister's wedding.
It was a very modern wedding.
Really?
Really?
So they didn't like
you know
kiss or
when you do
anything.
you know when
No,
do,
they were just
the-
like, you are now partners. This is my partner, Joe. This is my other partner.
no, they did like the dance, you know.
Yeah.
And they do the first dance. That was the same. All the dances, and then when everyone starts dancing, they dance for a little bit, and then it starts playing Mr. Brightside.
Yes.
All the lights go off. They all have glow sticks. They're all singing it, and like it's
I
like a
want-
rave at that
Yeah,
point.
yeah.
And I was like, all right, I can get behind that.
Yeah, no, that's how my reception is gonna be a party.
I
bro.
want.
We're gonna
I
throw a
want
party.
straight up. I want mine to be like the dance in Napoleon Dynamite, where we're just playing
Yeah.
Forever Young, and
I
everyone's
wanna
awkward.
be forever young.
and everyone's just awkwardly slow dancing
Yeah.
from like hands on each other's
doing
shoulders.
the butterfly. Yeah.
That'd be so funny.
I have not. I mean, obviously, mission, whatever. But
Yeah.
I haven't like danced with anyone for a million years.
You have 2 left feet, so I don't know how that would go.
No, I know. But like, I'm saying like in a dance that you know.
I know.
I have it because I just was graduated high school and then, I don't know,
There's a dance tomorrow.
I can't go.
Yeah, good.
I'll be able to go in 3 weeks.
You better be there, Garrett.
Yeah. I wanna be forever.
We'll see
young.
about that. We'll see
Yeah,
about
but there's
that.
food there.
Okay, food I cannot eat. Food is not. Someone says there's food there. I don't think it's good.
That's
like,
true.
I can't eat anything.
That's fair. What'd you do to your watch?
Okay, I was gonna ask you a question after the
Okay.
podcast about it.
What's your question?
Just to see if this like the spinner dial
Oh my
was
goodness.
if it felt tight.
Oh, okay.
We'll figure it out later.
Yeah.
Any other questions that we have from the
We
crew?
do.
I
We
thought
do
you
have
had
one more.
Yeah.
One more. All right, let's answer this one.
All right. Here we go. Let me refresh. Make sure that's the only one we have. Oh no, we have 3.
Okay.
Second one from M. Sophie. Favorite kind of moth.
Moth.
The ones
Mothra.
that fly into
Okay,
the,
so in preparation for this,
sun.
I actually got a list of moths to choose from.
Mothra, clearly.
Yeah, okay, Mothra. There's a good one.
Boom. Answered.
Okay, the cinnabar moth. The bright colors of a cinnabar moth are warning
my
signs
gosh.
for predators. They're also found in Europe and Asia, so we got some like Asian moths.
Oh my gosh.
Polyphemus moth. The Polyphemus moth has eye spots on its wings.
Yeah.
They are
that
found in
one.
North America. Tau emperor. Emperor beech is what the Tau emperor likes to eat. European beech is what they like to eat. They're found in Europe. The giant leopard moth. Giant leopard moths are nocturnal and have a wingspan of 3 to 4 inches, which I'd say is a pretty large wingspan.
It's
They're in
average.
North America. Gardner tiger moth. The Gardner tiger moths have a wingspan of 2 inches and are found in Europe. That's more average. Humming hawk moth. The hummingbird hawk moth has a wingspan of 2 to 3 inches and is found in Europe, Asia, and Africa. The Cerasapia moth. They have a wingspan of 3 to 7 inches and are found in North America. And the Madagascan moon moth. They have a wingspan of 6 to 8 inches, and that just sounds too big to me.
Yeah, that's a
And
little
they're
too big.
found
It
in
seems like it's
Madagascar.
a little uncomfortable.
I'll tell you what my favorite moth is. My
What?
favorite moth is when it smacks the light and dies.
Good. All right, next question.
These moths have unique features that make them stand out from other moths. For example, they have the eye spots that resemble the eye of a Greek mythological person, whatever.
Yeah.
The hummingbirds get nectar, and the other ones have a wingspan of up to 7 inches. I like the Madagascan moon moth because it is large and also is called the moon moth.
But what's the wingspan?
It's 6 to 8 inches.
That's perfect. That's,
Yeah.
that's a good size.
Look at this thing. This is great. This is great.
It's a little big,
Yeah.
but who doesn't like a little bit of pain? All right, next question.
All right. This one is from Ethan.
That's pretty cool.
Ethan Millward 10. Why is Gamora?
How is Gamora?
Yeah, you're right. What a good movie. That actually is a good segue into next
Good.
week's topic.
We will be talking about Guardians of the Galaxy Volume
And
3.
there will be spoilers. We'll give you a spoiler warning before.
Spoiler
obviously,
warning.
but
You guys have a week to watch this movie because it's incredible.
it is
Yeah.
great.
I think next week we will do like non-spoilers then
And
spoilers.
yeah, so. you can skip,
but even still, you should watch it. You should watch it.
Everyone, yes.
It
Go
is
watch
good.
it now.
It is good. Do you think it's worth a refresh of the other two?
I didn't do one, although I have a very good memory when it comes to movies. So,
Right.
but it wouldn't hurt.
You
It def-
have to watch Endgame
Yeah.
as a refresh.
Yeah.
You have to know what happens. I don't think you have to watch
I
the
think,
entirety of
almost
it.
Infinity War and Endgame influenced this movie more so than the other two
The other
That's
two,
fair,
yeah.
that's
I mean,
fair.
just character to know the characters, obviously one
Yeah.
and two, but
Yeah. I don't think there's any required watching.
no.
I mean,
As long as
obviously
you've
you can
seen it,
refresh.
you can
but
remember what happened.
Yeah.
As long as you know what's going on, they're all right. I watched the first two on my way back from somewhere. I forgot where I was going. California.
Not nowhere.
Yeah. No. Yeah. Yeah. I watched them back in April, so I had watched them fairly recently. But it's very good. You guys should watch it, and we'll talk about it next week. How's it that? Anything else? We're all good.
We just want to thank everyone out there
There
for
we go,
listening. Thank you
Meditation.
for every person that goes into making this podcast.
And thank you. What is the PBS Kids?
Thank you, loyal. No.
No.
Viewers like you.
Viewers like
Hey,
you. That's
thank
it.
Bye-bye.
Bye.